From Haaland missing a sitter to a player punching glass, these are the 30 missed goals that even your grandma would score. And first, the time Messi missed one of the easiest chances in his career.
Can he return from Messi? Messi! Messi! No! He lost control of it. Ederson able to grab it.
But if Messi can miss from 2 yards out, you better believe Ronaldo can do the same thing.
Es Cristiano!
After slicing through the Celta Vigo defense with ease, a nice 1-2 provided Ronaldo with a simple chance to score. But instead of passing the ball into the corner, Ronaldo shockingly missed.
Modric, el Madrid quiere el cuarto. Allá va Cristiano, se le mueve por la banda. Toni Kroos, dos esperan. La tiene Cristiano. Es Cristiano.
But at number 28, a player made the worst miss in Premier League history. During a match between Manchester United and Chelsea, Fernando Torres brilliantly beat the offside trap. But after dribbling past the goalkeeper, he forgot how to shoot.
Ramirez looking for Torres through the middle. Great chance. Torres. Extraordinary. One of the greatest misses of all time in the. You've got to be.
Watching this again reminds me of when I made a girl smile, but was too scared to ask for her number.
Oh my God. Hell no.
We've all done that, right? But the miss at number 27 will trigger a lot of Manchester United fans.
Garnacho decided to ignore.
After a poor start to the 2024-2025 Premier League season, Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag knew that only a win against West Ham would stop him from getting sacked. So when his boys stepped out into the London Stadium, they all looked ready to fight for their boss. A few minutes into the game, United showed their intentions when Garnacho's shot hit the crossbar.
Against Ipswich Town, but West Ham on the back foot here. And that's rattled against the crossbar from Garnacho.
They kept piling up the pressure, creating chance after chance, but couldn't convert any of them. With the game still hanging in the balance, Bruno Fernandes's pass put Dalot through on goal. But after lifting the ball over the keeper, he did this.
Bruno Fernandes. West Ham have been opened up again. Here's Dalot. Howls of derision from the West Ham support.
How do you begin to explain this miss? Well, Manchester United ended up losing the game, spelling the end of Ten Hag's reign as United manager. But even getting your coach sacked is nothing compared to the miss at number 26. Back in 2019, PSG needed to win against Strasbourg to reclaim the French championship title. With the game tied at 1-1, Christopher Nkunku thought he had scored, only for this to happen.
Well played, Alves, and Cuckoo! And Choupo-Moting has stopped it! Unbelievable! Choupo-Moting actually stopped that ball on the line!
The more you watch it, the more you run out of excuses for him.
Mbappe's reaction says it all.
1. He could have just left the ball. But in a bid to rob his teammate's goal, he ended up making arguably the worst miss in French football history. Now this is just 5 out of the 30 misses on this video. Trust me, you have to see Lukaku's glass-breaking miss at number 10. But before we get there, let's look at a horrible miss by Robert Lewandowski.
Including the striker himself.
With only a few matches of the 2020-2021 Bundesliga season remaining, Robert Lewandowski came into the game against Freiburg, needing 2 goals to break Gerd Muller's record for the most goals scored in a single season. And as soon as the game started, Lewandowski scored from the penalty spot to tie the record.
Bundesliga record that had stood for nearly 50 years was equalled. Lewandowski demonstrated his proficiency from the spot and acknowledged the momentousness of the situation.
Needing one more goal to write his name in the history books, Lewandowski missed a golden opportunity to score, not once, but twice in a matter of seconds.
Outstanding keeping from Mark Flecken. Denied Robert Lewandowski twice, which left everyone watching, including the striker himself, dumbfounded.
This reminds me of a Premier League player who almost missed out on the Golden Boot. With Salah on 22 goals and Son on 21 goals, the race for the 2021-2022 Premier League Golden Boot went into the final day of the season. Tottenham's Son was aiming to become the first Asian footballer to win the Golden Boot, and he couldn't have asked for a better opponent than Norwich City. As the game started, Spurs rushed into a 2-0 lead.
To Kulusevski, who puts it into the net, and Tottenham have the breakthrough. It will be. Tim Krul's played it straight out to the Tottenham player, and it's been headed in by Harry Kane. What a mistake!
But when you're chasing history, there's always a dark force trying to stop you, and Son soon found out.
Up turn from Kulusevski, he's got away from Zimmerman. Krul's come outside the penalty area. Kulusevski's gone round him. Can he finish from the angle? Tries a little flick, and it's cleared off the line by Aarons. Kulusevski there.
The ball was played to his teammate, who cleverly rounded the goalkeeper. But instead of a simple pass into Son's path, he completely fluffed his lines. I'm telling you, there's just something with Tottenham in big moments.
It's the history of the Tottenham.
Thankfully, Son later scored 2 goals in the game to share the Golden Boot with Salah.
This time he scored. But Son on the edge of the penalty area collects, turns away from Cookie, hits a shot. Oh, it's a fabulous...
Unfortunately, not everyone is lucky enough to get a second chance, as Nigerians at the 2010 World Cup experienced firsthand.
It's the miss of the tournament.
Having lost their opening 2 matches of the 2010 World Cup, Nigeria needed to win against South Korea and needed Argentina to do them a favor. And they began the game on top by scoring just 12 minutes in.
Diaz's cross is a good one as well. Nigeria have the lead. Uche scores.
However, their celebrations were soon cut short as the Koreans scored 2 goals to take a 2-1 lead.
Drives it in. Oh, it's a goal. 1-1. Park Ju-young. Goalkeeper missed it.
With everything on the line, the Nigerians got a chance to score, only for Yakubu to miss an empty net from 2 meters out.
Great ball by Uche. Aila. Oh, what a miss. It's the miss of the tournament. Yakubu right in front of goal.
Let's not talk about grannies. Even a tree could have scored that. To this day, Yakubu is still being harassed by Nigerians over that miss. But for the player at number 22, his costly miss ruined his career at Manchester United. With United losing 1-0 against Southampton, Garnacho weaved his magic and slid the ball for an on-rushing Antony. However, the Brazilian ended up as a Southampton defender instead.
Xerxes. Here comes Bruno Fernandes. He's found Garnacho. He's got Bree backpedaling again. Narrow angle on the left. Pulls it back to the back post. And it should have been 1-1. And instead, it's been slid back.
This proved to be his last action for the club, as he was shipped off to Real Betis the following week. But the miss at number 21 was done by the most lethal striker in the Premier League. In the 2024 version of the Manchester Derby, the ball was put on a plate for Haaland to score an empty. But to the shock of everyone watching, he missed.
Foden. Haaland! How did that happen? Wow. Do not adjust your sets. This really did happen.
That is incredible.
Rodri's reaction says it all. At that distance, it's like Beyonce forgetting how to sing. But even such a miss couldn't break into our top 20. That's because we've still got Lukaku breaking glass, Xerxes sleeping in front of goal, and another Haaland miss to come. But before we get to those, Let's look at one of the most disrespectful shots you'll ever see.
Mario Balotelli, that's a bit disrespectful, I believe, to the LA Galaxy.
During a match between the LA Galaxy and Manchester City, Mario Balotelli found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Now, every sensible player would shoot with such a wide post at his mercy, right? But Balotelli did this instead.
Mario Balotelli, and he's getting booed for this. That's and what Mario Balotelli just pulled off. James Milner comes on for him. Let's take a look and see how the reaction is at the bench within that chant. Boy, this is problematic here. Very interesting stuff.
The miss was so disgraceful that his coach immediately took him off. But while Balotelli missed due to his arrogance, the next player's failure stemmed from a lack of skill. 25 minutes into the match between Arsenal and Manchester City, an impressive pass by Arsenal resulted in the ball falling kindly to Kai Havertz. With the goal at his mercy, Havertz raised his head, chose an angle, and played the ball wide.
What is City doing here? Ortega! Oh, what's the best to score that?
Tell you what, if this guy were Tupac's shooter, he would be 54 years old this year.
Oh my God. Hell no.
But the guy at number 18 makes Havertz look clinical. With Sporting losing to their bitter rivals Benfica, Brian Ruiz was gifted an easy tap-in 2 meters from the goal, but he still managed to lift it over the bar.
Oh, what's the best to score that?
This reminds me of... I would have reacted like this if it were my team. But as shameful as this was, the guy at number 17 still made it look honorable. During a match between Dortmund and Hoffenheim, a mistake by the keeper gifted Aubameyang an easy chance to score. But instead of scoring, he wasted the chance while laughing about it.
Oh, goodness me, that's going to be an absolute... How much from Aubameyang? How did he not manage to put that one in? What did you see how Aubameyang, what must have been the chance of the season?
Not to sound too harsh, but what the hell was he laughing at?
What the hell?
Players get away with anything these days, which is why I'm not surprised Garnacho still plays for United after the miss at number 16. With Manchester United looking to seal victory against Fulham, a long kick by Martinez was completely missed by Bassi. Rashford picked the ball and laid it towards Garnacho, who still found a way to miss.
Settle it now. Rashford to Garnacho, and somehow, between the two of them, they contrived to miss.
How Bassi and Garnacho both missed will always be funny to me. But the player at number 15 decided to take a nap during the game.
How on earth can you not score from there?
After doing all the hard work of dribbling the goalkeeper, the cells in Joshua Zirkze's brain went to sleep, allowing the defender to clear the ball on the line.
Again by Shaw's.
Zirkzee! Joshua Zirkzee makes it 2. Oh no! Oh my word! Well, how on earth can you not score from there?
Rumor has it that this was what convinced Manchester United to sign him as their new number 9.5. Whatever the hell that is. But as embarrassing as this was, it is nothing compared to what Morata did at number 14. 15 minutes into the match between Juventus and Atalanta, an attacking move by Morata and Ronaldo ended with the ball falling kindly for the Spanish striker. Instead of trying to score an empty net, he attempted a back heel goal.
They have a man over, one back by McKennie. It's Ronaldo. What a block by Jim City. And then Morata
to showboating.
Such creativity should have earned him the anti-Puskas award. But the striker at number 13 almost gave Salah a heart attack.
That is amazing.
In a match between Luton Town and Liverpool, the boys from Luton had done a good job of nullifying Liverpool's star players. With the game destined for a boring draw, Mo Salah placed the ball right in front of the post for Darwin Núñez, but the striker missed.
To dazzle their opponents. Salah! Darwin Núñez! How have they not scored?
Wow. Salah and the coach couldn't believe what they had witnessed. And frankly, neither could I. But the miss at number 12 should be inducted into the Hall of Shame.
Oh, what's a miss?
With a few minutes left in the match between Atalanta and Madrid, Atalanta were losing 3-2 and pushing for an equalizer. Real Madrid had done a good job of absorbing the pressure, but out of nowhere, Lookman found some space on the left, only for his cross to be wasted emphatically.
Oh, what's a miss?
To score that.
But the miss at number 11 almost cost Messi the League Cup. In the dying seconds of the League Cup final between Inter Miami and Nashville, a long pass by Sergio Busquets gave Leonard Campana the chance to win the game. But after lifting the ball over the goalkeeper, he shat his pants, leaving Messi in shock. Alright, the misses on this video so far have been wild. But since we've made it to the top 10, it's time to take things to a whole new level. I'm talking about players taking bribes, Chelsea players clowning themselves, and another giving an old man a heart attack. But we'll get to that later, because at number 10, Lukaku punched through the glass. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not kidding. During the World Cup match between Croatia and Belgium, the Belgians needed to win to qualify for the knockout stages. But after a scoreless first half, the coach brought on Lukaku to lead the charge. He got his first chance to score in the 59th minute, but his shot hit the post and bounced out.
In behind Lukaku, Carrasco, it's Yannick Carrasco! Lukaku, he's hit the...
In the 61st minute, Lukaku got another chance right in front of the goal, but his header went flying over the crossbar. With the game headed for a 0-0 draw, Lukaku got a third chance to score, but completely miscalculated the flight of the ball.
Lukaku! Couldn't... Hazard. Torgan Hazard puts it across. Lukaku! Oh, it's taken by Livakovic on the line.
As a result, the game ended in a 0-0 draw, and Belgium was eliminated from the tournament. Angry at himself, Lukaku punched the dugout, destroying it with one blow. If only he were this precise in front of the goal. Speaking of precision, the player at number 9 has the composure of a toddler having a sugar rush. Before you say that comparison was extreme, just watch.
As Walker puts it into the middle and Sterling...
I guarantee that if he had just let the ball hit him without attempting to score, it would have gone in. But while Sterling might be synonymous with missed chances, I cannot explain what happened to De Bruyne at number 8. During a match between Chelsea and Man City, Pep Guardiola couldn't have wished for a better chance to fall in the path of his star man, Kevin De Bruyne. But to the shock of everyone in the stadium, he missed an empty net from 2 meters out.
Gundogan fed Silva. Silva's played the pass now, aimed it at De Bruyne, who's hit the crossbar from 2 feet out.
I mean, even the best football players miss chances, which is why no one should laugh at the next player. With Chelsea's superstars all given a rest from the Conference League, Marc Guiu was given the chance to lead the attack against plumbers from Switzerland. But after winning the ball from the goalkeeper, he ruined everything with his embarrassing finish.
Et bienvenue là aux téléspectateurs de RTS2 où Servette est en difficulté. Oh là là, le sauvetage de Frick, c'est pas fini. Le double sauvetage, ça continue devant Guiu. Une nouvelle frappe.
Honestly, there's no need to get mad. He's just a kid. However, Palmer and Madueke need to be tried for the crime they committed at number 6. During a match between Leicester and Chelsea, a counterattack led by João Felix resulted in the ball falling kindly for Cole Palmer. With an empty net at his mercy, somehow, Palmer and Madueke ended up clearing the ball for their opponents.
And Felix coming through. McCauley didn't know whether to stick or twist. Good save, but Palmer hit it too, and somehow it's hit his teammate.
Oh, that's incredible.
Madueke indicating trying to jump out of the
But
way.
at least they won the game, unlike the next miss that sent Manchester City out of the Champions League. In 2020, Manchester City were considered overwhelming favorites to eliminate Lyon from the Champions League quarterfinals. But 23 minutes into the game, Lyon shocked everyone by scoring the first goal. Man City kept piling up the pressure and deservedly equalized in the 69th minute. Ten minutes later, Lyon beat the offside trap to take the lead once again. But Manchester City weren't going to give up just yet. And in the 86th minute, Jesus danced past the Lyon defense and laid it on a plate. But Sterling said, "Nah, I'm not hungry."
Jesus! Sterling! Oh! Sterling had to score.
Words cannot describe how awful this miss was. And to put the icing on the cake, Lyon scored a third to complete one of the biggest upsets in football history. This reminds me of the miss that knocked Arsenal out of the Europa League.
Very disappointed.
After scoring a sensational goal to equalize against Olympiacos, Aubameyang got an easy chance to win the tie, but completely missed from 2 meters out.
Gets it in there. It's Ricochet.
What?
It's Ricochet.
Yeah, he was definitely possessed by the spirit of Sterling. And I'm sure it's the same spirit that possessed De Bruyne at number 3. In his last home game as a Manchester City player, Kevin De Bruyne was presented with an easy chance to score his farewell goal. But to the shock of the fans who had already started celebrating, he missed.
And it must be, oh my word, can you believe what you've just seen there?
Although he didn't score, his impact in the Premier League will never be forgotten. But I'm sure the fans of Manchester United will forget the miss at number 2. Heading into the match between Liverpool and Manchester United, many fans predicted that United would be trashed at least 7-0. As absurd as that sounded, it wasn't completely wrong. Mainly because United were struggling under Ruben Amorim. But against all odds, Manchester United came out guns blazing and scored the opening goal. In the second half, Liverpool scored the equalizer and took the lead via the penalty spot.
Still Gakpo. Goal! Brilliant to Liverpool. And he responds as he always does.
However, United didn't give up. They kept pressuring Liverpool and scored the equalizer.
He's got the cross and the shot goes in from Amad Diallo.
With the final big chance of the match, the ball fell to Harry Maguire. who blasted the ball over the bar.
So red shirt's coming, and he still managed to find a white shirt, and Xerxes with a chance to win it. Maguire over the top. The game was there for Harry Maguire's taking.
But now, it's time for the worst miss in the history of football. In a match between Valor FC and HFX Wanderers, Alessandro Ricci managed to smuggle the ball past the goalkeeper. But as the ball was about to roll over the line, William Accio came out of nowhere to clear the ball.
Tracks it down, opens up to his right boot, across towards Ricci, second effort, and dribbles it, no!
What the hell?
Did Accio clear that off the line himself?
I've never seen anything like this before. This is weird, absurd, and frankly, unexplainable. There was no need to even attempt to touch the ball. It was already rolling in. The miss gets worse each time I watch it. And it will take a lot of convincing for me to believe that this wasn't foul play by William. But as insane as this moment was, it's nothing compared to the craziest moments in women's football. I'm talking about women twerking, incredible misses, and straight up violence against each other. Click on the next video to watch.